Hey, hi, Miss A. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
My name is Bella, and I'm the occupational therapist for today, and I'm going to be conducting the interview. Have you ever had OT services before, or have you worked with an OT?
Yeah, we had a couple for Austin before. Here and there. We were never able to like make our appointments, so it was never really like super consistent. But yeah, I think like once, maybe twice, but that might have been a speech therapist, but not entirely certain I remember.
Okay, no worries. So, OTs help children and families do the things they love, reach their goals and developmental milestones, and work on some important skills. So, today's interview is just so I can get to know you and Austin better so we can get you the best care. Do you have any initial questions or concerns before we get started?
Um, that's not really any questions, but I can talk about Austin if you'd like me to.
Yeah, sure. Why don't we start off? What is the reason you're seeking occupational therapy for Austin?
Well, he got an autism diagnosis when he was 4. He's 7 now, and he's in school now. And his pediatrician, we took him for his like annual checkup, and the pediatrician said that we should get occupational therapy to help him in school because he can get upset by lots of things, and that can like disrupt his school. I'm also a little concerned about like safety. He gets very upset with loud noises. And when he gets upset, he will like either have a meltdown or he has a tendency to run away. So like I've lost him before at the grocery store and other places, and it's so stressful because he's little and the world's not that safe, and I don't want him to run off. So hoping to find ways to make him safer and whatnot.
Yeah, of course. Have you found any techniques that have helped with that when Austin is out in public or gets sensory overload?
Well, mostly we just like don't take him out as much as we can. My neighbor Cece is really good at like watching him if I have to like go somewhere and like go grocery shopping, or like we'll order groceries in. So we try not to go places like the grocery store. It's like such a big trigger for him. All the
Mhm.
bright lights and the noises, lots of people. He doesn't like places with lots of people. Sometimes we can do playgrounds. But if there's too many people, he can also get kind of overwhelmed. Um, but a lot of times, like if he runs away, like I just chase him down and grab him, and I just hold on to him. It's more so like a safety thing. Um, but yeah, he is very like sensory seeking. So sometimes like the pressure and stuff. We have a weighted blanket. Sometimes that helps him calm down when we're at home.
Okay, awesome. That's a great technique to use. What are some of Austin's interests? Like, what does he like to do and like play with?
He loves dinosaurs. He's a big dinosaur fan. Everything's dinosaur themed. His whole room. He's a big dinosaur boy. But yeah, he likes to play. He likes swimming. When we can get to like a pool and stuff. Like he likes being active, running around. He's full of energy. He's constantly moving from one thing to the next. Very active.
Okay. Would you say he's social too? Like, does he like to talk to his peers in class or when you take him out places?
Somewhat. Like he more so like knows they're there and enjoys that they're there, but sometimes it doesn't quite register that they're there. Like it's kind of different every time. Occasionally he'll like acknowledge other people and play with them, but he's kind of usually in his own little world.
Okay.
That's his go-to.
Yeah. And now I'm just going to ask a few questions about your and Austin's like day-to-day life, some questions like that. So, what would you say your day-to-day routine is for you and Austin?
So he has a hard time with attention. That was another thing the
Okay.
pediatrician and said with school. And his teacher's been saying that his attention is rough. So like in the morning, I do a lot of setting timers and be like, you have to brush your teeth by the end of this timer. And then he gets treats if he's able to like get everything done, because he will get so distracted. He'll be brushing his teeth, and the next thing you know, he's like playing in the sink and whatever. He'll be like getting dressed, and then he'll be half naked and start playing with the toy. Like he just like has a hard time like staying focused. So the timers help him a lot. But yeah, so the morning we have a very structured routine, and we get to go through, check off all the boxes, use the timers, and then I get him on the bus. My friend Cece, she lives in my apartment complex. She's there to get him off of the bus at 3 when he gets off, and then I get home from work around 4, so then I go and pick him up. make dinner, kind of try to keep him entertained. It's very hard. Like I said, he's very active. So sometimes that can be hard because I work a lot, and so then I'm tired and he's never tired. So and then nighttime routine, and we try to keep it the same as morning routine, just reversed. Take clothes off, put more clothes on, that sort of thing. And yeah, so routine helps, but it's definitely hard for him to stay on task.
Okay. And you mentioned that he gets a treat when he like stays on routine. Is he like very food motivated, or is it a different kind of treat, like a
Yeah,
toy?
I like to do M&Ms. I mean, at night, like you can give him M&Ms after he's brushed his teeth. So sometimes it'll be like, oh, you can he has like this little box that it's like a little toy. You put like the little like magnet on top and it like plays a song or like a movie. And so I let him, he's allowed to have it on for 10 minutes after I leave to help him fall asleep. And he's allowed to have it for a longer timer if he makes it within his other timer. So I guess he's like activity and food oriented.
Okay. And then could you talk to me a bit more about what home is like? So you mentioned you live in an apartment. Is it just you and Austin at home? Does he have any siblings?
Yeah, no, it's just me and Austin. Every other weekend he goes to his dad's. He lives like 2 hours south of here. His dad comes picks him up. There's a whole bunch of drama with that. I won't bore you with the details. That's our custody agreement is he has him every other weekend. He also helps pay child support, so we do have some income there because things are kind of tight money wise. But Cece, my friend, she's our neighbor. Like she's super helpful. Love her. And my mom lives like 45 minutes away, so she's also helpful at times. She'll like come over and help out if things are getting real stressful. I don't have a car, so like that's always like a difficulty. Like I take the bus to work, and have to catch the bus to get to the grocery store, run any errands and things like that. But if not, like Cece or my mom will like take me places. Like Cece brought me here today, but that's something I wanted to bring up with you too, is like I don't know how I'm gonna keep coming to appointments. And like I don't know if it's possible for you to like come to my house because the pediatrician was saying that some OTs like come to your house. So I don't know what's possible, but that's just something I wanted to put out there.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that with me. We can definitely discuss the different options as we get further along with, getting to know you and Austin.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, so you would say your main social, I guess, support is Cece, your neighbor, your mom, are like the two big supports.
Yeah, I'd say so. The kindest supports.
Okay. And then is there anything else you wanted to talk about today that we didn't get the chance to talk about already?
Yeah, I think that's it. I mean, Austin's great. Like, I love him so much. He's, the joy of my life. And I mean, he's special, but I just want him to be safe and, be successful in school. So,
yeah. Awesome. That's what we want for you guys too. But thank you for your time and willingness to share all that information.
Of course.
So with this information, we'll develop the next steps from here and the best plan for you and Austin so you can achieve all the goals that you guys want. But yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm excited to work with you.
Thumbs up at the end.